welcome to the Shoreham View. As you'll see in the upcoming video, we have done a bit of a graphics overhaul here on the channel. We hope you like it. If you do, let us know in the comments. Also, if you find time, please subscribe to the channel. Please turn on notifications by hitting that little bell icon that's down there. I've done the whole YouTuber thing now where I point downwards. I don't like that. Fucking cut that. Sometimes family work does hinder the creative process, but we are now committed to bringing you the best content we can going forward. As I said, hope you like the new style in the video. Let's get straight into it.
Welcome to Next Up here on the Shoreham View. For once, we're actually doing it with a recording with another Blades fan instead of doing all the presser stuff. And what better way to do it than with the one, the only, recording song sensation, Andrew Roy Panchero himself. Welcome back, mate.
All right, bud, how you going, mate?
I'm not too bad. A lot better after last night, pal. Good with that.
Do you know what? All the way through before, I were on S2 and stuff saying, why is everyone nervous? Who gives a shit? We're down. Those last 10 minutes, I was like, I sort of like, do you know, you don't watch it, but you are. You're like sort of watching like this and you keep going. It's like ridiculous. Like we've got fucking 11 points. You know what I mean? We're bottom of the league or whatever. But like, rate good. That I think. I don't know if it went better than the Man United win, but it was more satisfying, I thought, because I think we're miles better than West Brom.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? That's the key to it all. Is we've shown even in the first game that we were miles better than them, no matter who their gaffer is. And like you said, that last 10 minutes were the longest 3 years of my life. You know, after spending all day thinking that I don't even care. That inner United drags you back, doesn't it? It's like, no, it's important. Everything's always important. And does that give us hope now we've levelled Derby, that we can go on and not be the shittest team in the country?
I don't think we'll be the shittest team. I don't think we are the shittest team ever in Premier League history. After that Palace game, I thought we're not going to win because we were that shit. Yeah. And I thought everyone's heads were gone, and I really didn't think we'd ever come back from that. But you've got to give him credit. I mean, what, 5 wins in 7? All right, 2 wins in cup. But to come off, to go on that run after 20 games, were it 20? We had to win. Yeah. Something like that, something ridiculous like that. You've sort of got some bollocks, haven't they, to be fair? The players and the staff to get it all back together.
That's it, I think. The actual people were naysaying the cup games. Oh, it's only Plymouth, it's only I forget who the other one was, not the
Bristol Rovers.
Bristol Rovers, that's it.
I think we got hammered 6-1 yesterday. But
people were writing us off, especially online, saying, "Oh, you only beat these League 2, League 1 shit teams." But winning breeds winning, doesn't it? And it's what we needed.
Yeah, completely. And I think we played well as well against Bristol Rovers in particular. Although we let 2 shit goals in, but we could have had about 7 that match.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, I was disappointed after we beat Newcastle. Played Tottenham, I thought we played poor again against Tottenham. So you're thinking, oh, that was just a one-off. But to even come back from that, and obviously that Man U victory gives us loads of credit. We were miles better against City. We were miles better than them yesterday. I think we'll slow it down because I think realistically probably are the bottom 3 worst teams in the division. I think that's just, I don't think there's anything, but that doesn't have to be a disaster. We've got the lowest wage bill. We've really not spent anything compared to every other team in the league. Like as read yesterday, West Brom spent 10 million on loan fees yesterday alone on Monday.
Yeah,
we're not even competing with them, so it's not a disaster going down. But we're making a proper fight of it, and I'm proper excited for next season, to be honest now, because I think there's not that much that needs changing for us to be a challenger again next year.
You don't know. I mean, we don't need to take a sledgehammer to it, which is what would happen if, say, God forbid, Wilder left. But
yeah.
We'll try and avoid next season myths and premonitions until at least 2 games left when we're pulling his own hair out and biting his own nails off. Chelsea next up, new gaffer. They've not really had that new gaffer boost yet, though, have they?
No, I think he's like obsessed with passing by the sounds of it. Like just that's all he just wants, possession, which could play into our hands because we, Man United were pretty similar. I think it's got to be a game for Ollie Burke with his pace. I know Billy scored yesterday and Didzy played really well, but then again against Man U we played them too and they were brilliant. So he knows what to do, don't he? My only worry is obviously Ampadu can't play, can I?
No, he's obviously loan tied because it's his parent club, but. He didn't have his best game yesterday, Ampadu. He looked more like his early self. The only problem is we're saying that is, who do we put in there instead of him?
You've either got Kinkian or I think Ender Stevens is back. You could put him there. Like it's only them 2 really, because Jack Robinson's just been shot. I think he's just gone and he's like disappeared completely. So he's just like vanished off the face of the earth. So I think it's got to be Keane Bryan, hasn't it? I'd
think so, yeah. Especially I'm not a big Keane Bryan fan, but obviously goal against Man U, where he played against Man U. In with a shout, it's got to be, hasn't it?
He's not let us down, really.
No.
He's been I don't think he's been below 6 out of 10.
I
think he deserves his place above, like, for instance, Robinson, if he comes back into there. I don't really like Stevens in there because he's not a centre half.
Yeah,
so,
he's not big enough either, is he? I mean, I know Keane By's not biggest, but he's got a jump on him. Whereas I think he's a bit low to ground, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's it. And I think that I'd like to see either Stevens or Osborne. I don't like the idea of Brian and Lowe, to be honest, on that left-hand side.
No.
So I think that could be an absolute disaster, that, to be honest. But so I'd like to see either Stevens or Osborne come back at left wing back just for that, solidarity and stuff. In fairness, Lowe, I thought you were all right yesterday, second half.
He had a few moments of madness, didn't he, where he was just going into the game. His head were a bit all over the place, where some bad...
Yeah, when he first came on, I text Ben on Blaze Pod, I goes, he's fucking shit. Like, in the middle of the game, I'm the worst supporter. Not when I'm at the match, but when you're watching it, like he's fucking rubbish. Do you know what I mean? And he did those 2 bad passes as soon as he came on, and I text Ben, he's fucking wank. Do you know what I mean? All this sort of stuff. But to be fair to his second half, he played really well. Yeah.
I think McBurney had 2 touches yesterday. I went, why have they brought him on? Why have they done this? But then as game goes on, you see where he actually brings to the game, where he's actually it was him causing mayhem by being just a pain in the arse.
Yeah, changed the game. I think he changed the game.
Yeah.
Whether that would be because Norwood was playing that crap that year, I mean, you take him off, put McBurney on. I don't know which way around. I don't know if it was because Norwood were playing poorly or because McBurney came on. Probably a bit of both, really. But I think he never stops, does he, McBurney? He runs around like an idiot, which is great. And it's just another option for another something else for them to deal with.
That's it. I mean, against Chelsea, where this bloke likes to play, I know he absolutely creams and spunks himself over recoveries and stuff like that. And so just players being an absolute nuisance should cause this bloke some grief and hopefully cause Chelsea some grief. So
and they're playing tomorrow, aren't they, as well? So they've only got 2 days rest, which is not a massive problem. They've got a massive squad, but it's a bit of an advantage, isn't it? We've got 2 days on them, so.
Let's hope that I won't wish this on any player, but here's for hoping some like broken toenails or something daft like that. And,
that'll be all right, yeah. That'll be all right. I'll be all right with that. But you never know, do you? I mean, the thing is now I'm actually looking forward to matches again.
Yeah.
Which I weren't, like yesterday, I wasn't nervous or anything like that, but I was like, hey, could win this. Like, and I've not felt like that. Literally. I mean, I can't remember the last game I thought we were going to win. I think yesterday might have been the first game this season that I thought we were actually going to win. Maybe Fulham. That were it, yeah.
It's nice to have that feeling back, but saying that, we beat West Brom, we had that nice we're going to win feeling. Chelsea next, how do you see it going?
4-0 Chelsea. No, I don't know. I think it'll be tough. I think I would go Chelsea way because I think it's disappointing that they've got a new manager because I think if Lampard was still there and we're on this run, we've had a proper chance. And I know he's not really at the ground running, this guy, but he's a new manager. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be difficult. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me that much. All I want to see is a good performance again. If we put on a performance like that against City, I know we didn't attack them as much as we maybe could have against City or whatever. We didn't create any chances. But if we play with that sort of intensity and that commitment, even if we lose 2 or 3-0, get a clap off me because it's far better than what we've been seeing at the beginning of the season.
Exactly. I'd agree with you on that one. See, I'm going to be Mr. Pessimistic and say we're going to lose 3-0. Straight out. But even if it's a 3-0 loss, as long as we've had a shot on target and crossed halfway, I'm not really giving a shit.
Improvement from last time, isn't it? To be fair, that was shocking. That we were 4-1, probably our worst performance. That was that and Palace.
Yeah,
probably the worst 2 performances this season. That we haven't won anyway.
There were only games where we just went out like with white flag before kick-off, weren't it?
Yeah. As soon as we conceded against Chelsea at last game, that first goal, we were like, see you later. We're gonna have these 3 points. See you next week, see you next month or whatever. But I think it's been really tough. I mean, I'm quite disappointed that I'd love to be playing like Tottenham now, now Kane.
Yeah.
Or Southampton. We've been pretty unlucky in the sense that every time we've played a team, they seem to have been on an amazing run. Or they've got a new manager like Chelsea, or like we've played Leicester with Vardy, we've played Tottenham with Kane, we played Southampton with their best players in the thing, and now all these teams are suffering from injuries. And we're coming up against Chelsea, we're just getting their players back and stuff. So,
well, this could be us. We could be just getting our players back soon. That could.
Well, you never know. Yeah, like I said, Jack Robinson will be back. So the student saviour. Wait, Mousse went on bench yesterday, where he can still come back.
I've got a sneaky suspicion he had another ingrowing hair, so that's him out for 3 months.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I don't think he'll ever be fit because everyone was saying, I wonder if he's had words with Wilder, and it's like probably just to do with the fact he's not been fit since David Bolton, to be honest, rather than anything else. But it's amazing. In fair play, Billy Sharp obviously scored yesterday. I was thinking that it were only about a month ago that he weren't even in the squad, Sharp.
Yeah.
Not through to injury. He just can't get on the bench. And he did this last season where he missed out for a couple of games, and he always wrestles his way back into the team. And gets these goals like he did yesterday.
I think it's graft he must put in, because he's not one who's just going to sit back and let it happen. He could just say, right, I'm 34, 35, whatever he is, and that's it, I'm done. I can just get paid to sit on bench and be a club ambassador. And he don't want to, does he?
No. And that's it. And like I said, last season, the season the Championship, he did the same. He weren't in the team at the beginning. They were Leon Clark and McGoldrick, and then he broke his way and got 22 goals. Premier League season, it was Robinson and McGoldrick, then McGoldrick and Moose, then McBurn, and he had to wait all that time, and he came in and chipped him with like 4 goals, whatever it was. This season again, he's not had a sniff, and then you put him in the team, he's 3 goals, all right, 2 of them are pens or whatever, but there's 4 goals including the cup. But not a team will create loads of chances. Second top goal scorer, so fair play to him.
Exactly. Right, we're going to leave it there, Roy. Before we go, first thing I want to ask is, when's the album out? Obviously, you've shared one hit song with us. Have you got more planned?
I don't know. I might become I'm thinking of playing like Madison Square Gardens when pandemic's over. I might. I've got some feelers going out.
I think you've got more chance of playing in the while pandemic's on. When you can sneak in through the...
Yeah, probably a better idea. So, I tell you what though, since I did that song, we've played right well. So if we go on a losing streak again, I'll have to do another, I don't know, maybe a Blur song or something this time. It's like, got to change lyrics to that and see if that works. So.
Brilliant stuff. Right, again, thank you to Andrew, aka Roy, aka Panchero, aka the poet laureate of the Sheffield United fan base. We're going to move on to the fans now. Take care.
We can't do it. Can we? Wow. What a result that was. 2-1 against West Brom. 1-0 down at half time after a poor first half, and to turn it round like we did, one of the best halves of football I've seen from a United side in a very long time. Absolutely played them to pieces in that second half, completely broke down what was a very solid foundation that they had, and I was delighted to see that. Great to see Shaw getting the winner. What a deserved goal. It's weird because it was a game that I said at half time that it wasn't a game for him. I thought he should have been taken off, but he proved me wrong, and I want this side to keep proving me wrong, because who knows how far that can take us. It's just such a big result for mentality, just as much as it is points, as we're now officially not the single worst Premier League side in history, so that's some reason to celebrate, I think. But yeah, Chelsea's obviously going to be a really difficult game, new manager, but we're going in with confidence. And if we put a similar performance as we did in against City and a similar result, I'd be happy. But just keep us playing like this. Basham and Fleck were outstanding. It's not long enough to mention everyone that was amazing in that game. But incredible result. Go in against Chelsea. We'll give it everything. We've got our Blades back. Come on, you Blades.
So, everything feels a bit different. Maybe just because I'm wearing a cap.
Well, you're looking a bit different. It's all a bit American, isn't it? I mean, I probably should have done with my lockdown hair. I'm gone a bit Ollie Norwood, but no excuse for that.
But now everything does feel different. We're winners again. Because before we were just losers every week. Now we win a little bit, so I'll class that as kind of winners.
Well, depending on where you start, you're looking back from. We're more winners than losers, aren't we? So yeah, I mean, if you take the second half of the season, and surely someone could, I mean, we could do it if we wanted, but we're too lazy, as anyone who's ever listened to one of our podcasts knows. Can't even edit that. But someone should start doing the second half of the season, just the results on that league table, because it's like that thing, when you're playing at junior football and you get absolutely pasted at half time, and manager goes, just go out and win second half. That's all we can ask of you. Similar sort of thing. Do well in second half of the season. I bet we're up there.
I think the kind of talk I've seen on like forums and social media and people I speak to at work is there seems to be like a bit of a split between a small minority actually think it's on, the Great Escape is on, we can do this. There is some that genuinely think there's a chance, to the majority that are on the sliding scale of maybe, if things all fell perfectly, one of the teams goes on an almighty terrible run, to well, at least we're not going to break Derby's record, and it's not like we're embarrassing now. So Chelsea next with that stupid Sunday night kickoff time of 7 o'clock, 7:30.
It's not even that, is it? It's a weird time. We should probably prepare for this better, shouldn't we?
It's going to be tough. I know they've got a new manager, and they're playing tonight. Actually, they're playing again, or whenever you listen to this, against Tottenham. So hopefully they can't have extra time in the league, can they?
Well, they can maybe have it pushing on a bit late. A few injuries. I can't believe I'm wishing injuries on people. That's how desperate we've got.
But they're still a good side. I mean, they're packed full of real quality throughout the team. I think I saw something the other day. They got 21 players out on loan. Which is absolutely ridiculous, and that's on top of the 25-man squad or whatever it is. But
plus youngsters.
Yeah, I mean they've been a bit up and down, and obviously South Lampard, but they're packed with real talent, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. Obviously, we beat them last year. I think if we got a draw, that'd be a fantastic result. Just keep the run going. I don't know. I can't see it, but
it's a big ask, isn't it? Because I think when they hammered us around that time or shortly afterwards, I think they were top, were they, or certainly second. And it's just been a bit of an iffy run.
My prediction: I think we will unfortunately dip out on this one. I think we'll lose 2-0.
Yeah, I can't see anything much different, to be honest. Although, no, I was going to say 2-0 before you said yours, and I'm going to try and think something different then. But no, I think it will be something on them lines. I don't think we're going to get hammered.
Hi guys, quick video for Johnny at Shoreham View, previewing Chelsea game. Coming off a back of a fantastic win last night. We went 1-0 down. I said to my dad at half time, I still think we'll win. He called me an idiot, but we prevailed, played well. Flex looking like a quality central midfielder again. Lundstrom, I know we've offered him what he wants, but we just need to make him stay now. He's kind of got that package where he's up and down, up and down, up and down. Saw some idiots put that he don't work hard enough on Facebook. Hardest working midfielder in team at the minute. Chelsea game, anything could happen really. We could lose, we could win, we could draw. We just need to have the same positive mentality, and we need to have that same drive. I don't know if it might be worth starting in the same way that we finished with 2 strikers and a 10. Probably it's not going to happen because he probably don't want to give anything away with regards to being open and susceptible to a counter and stuff. So it might be that Norwood comes back in. Bogle, I'm his biggest fan, mate. He's absolutely fantastic. I think if we go down and we may have to make a selling, it may be that we sell Baldock to accommodate Bogle, or it may be that we accommodate Bogle in a different way and go 3 up top and play him on right. He's just an awesome player. He's got so much potential, and it may be that he don't fit into our squad. I'd love to try and find a way that it makes him fit permanently. But with Baldock on one side and Bogle didn't look comfortable on the left, but when he went onto the right, looked amazing. But anyway, I think we can do it. My bet didn't come off because Bert didn't start, but all been well this week. We can at least get a draw and keep that momentum going. Come on, Blades.
Well, a brilliant result last night. I thought we were that second half, as good a second half as I've seen. Really went for it. I didn't think we were bad in first half. Thought we controlled ball though. And if it crosses it, we had 70% possession in first half. Thought we played well. Thought it was a great performance. Really did. Chelsea, different proposition. No Ampadu. Baldock's going to be out for a while. We need some cover, so Artle's going to play left side. Very difficult game. They're obviously going to be playing under a new manager. We'll just have to see, won't we? Keep going for it. We've got his forwards back on. McBurney really changed the game when he came on. So, could go anywhere. It's just great to have us that energy back, and some fans staying off at clubs back a bit. That's good.
Getting, what a victory for the Blades. 2-1 against West Brom. I'm absolutely buzzing with the victory, and I think this victory gets us right back in it, and my belief is well and truly back. If anyone can do it, Chris Wilder and this Sheffield United team can do it. Just on the game, I thought first half we were a little bit sloppy and we weren't really zipping the ball around like I know we can do, which was a disappointing to see after the last 2 games. But then at half time, Chris Wilder makes the change. Norwood off, McBurney on, and full credit to Wilder for doing so, not waiting until the hour mark. Did it at half time, saw it weren't working, so full credit to Wilder. Second half, much more like Sheffield United. Massive credit to Fleck, Basham and Bogle. I thought throughout they were outstanding. And also a massive mention to Aaron Ramsdale, world class save. I've criticised him before, so I'll give him his dues now. What an outstanding save that was. You know, special mention also to the skipper, Billy Sharp, does what he does. Probably not his best game, but the ball forced him in the box and he scores. Looking ahead to Sunday, you know, what a big game that is now at home against Chelsea. It's a Thomas Tuchel side. He'll not experienced a wilder Sheffield United type performance before, I'm sure. So if we play how we did in the second half, I'm sure we'll get all 3 points.